Welcome back to another episode of the Hands On Experience Podcast. Again, as I always say, I'm going to be hands on coaching you, educating you, teaching you in the areas of leadership, career transitions, career growth, and accountability. The last episode was part one of the ebook that I wrote called 42 Questions for Better Personal and Professional Development. Okay, and on that episode, I finished off with procrastination. Okay, so in this episode, it's part two. We're going to finish out the questions, and again, have your pen and pad ready. And if you don't get everything now during the episode, again, download it. You can get to it anytime to review the questions and definitely, put your answers down. All right. So we're going to jump right in and get started with the next question. Okay, so do you know your strengths? Do you know your strengths? Can you identify your own strengths? A lot of people can't, right? Strengths can be hidden underneath a seemingly irrelevant ability or skill. So I'm going to give you a list of questions, okay, to see if you can find out what your strengths are. And when I give you this question, you're going to write down on a piece of paper the first things that pop into your mind, okay? Whatever the first thing that pops into your mind to these questions, you're going to write them down, all right? And at the end of these questions, hopefully you have an idea what your strengths or what your passion for your life and your career can be, all right? So the first question is, what were your three favorite subjects in school? Now you got to write down the first thing that pops in your mind. What were your three favorite subjects in school? All right. What do you yearn to do? Because our yearnings point to possible talents or skills that could be developed. What do you yearn to do? First thing that pops in your mind. Okay. What do you get complimented on the most? You got to think broadly a little bit on this one. This could be anything at all, but what do you get complimented on the most? Think about it. Could be a strength, or will be a strength. What do you like about yourself? What do you like about yourself? Often we like what we're good at. So write down whatever you think. What do you like about yourself? All right. What do you enjoy doing? When do you lose your sense of time and get into the flow? What activities or tasks energize you? All right. What leaves you energized even when it's hard work? What are you proud of? Example, an achievement, difficulty you overcame, a quality you have at work or at home. What are you proud of? What knowledge and life experience makes you unique? What knowledge and life experience makes you unique? Include things from your childhood to now. Okay. What are some unusual skills you have? Like, what do you do that you don't often see others doing? What do you do that you don't often see others doing? These are unusual skills that you may have. All right. So by not identifying your strengths, you are holding yourself hostage from living the life you deserve and desire. All right. And it prevents you from working in a career or job that's very rewarding and enjoyable. So after you answer all those questions, look them over, study those answers to figure out what you're really good at, what you could be really good at, and what your passion in life and your career could be. All right. Going to the next question. Do you go in circles? Do you go in circles? Let that sink in. All right. If it seems like you're going in circles, it's probably because you're cutting corners. And that's what most people don't understand. They're trying to take the shortcut. They're trying to take the easy way out. All right. You got to ask yourself, have I been a victim of going in circles? And were you able to get out? And if so, how did you get out? All right. I want you to make a list of 10 ways you can help yourself from going in circles. Okay. Next question. Do you know how to achieve success? Do you know how to achieve success? The concept of achieving success can't be defined for the majority because success is defined differently by every person, right? So to achieve success, one must first come to terms with their own personal definition of success. So you might have one person that says, I got to make a lot of money, millions of dollars to have success. You have another person that says, no, let me make 60,000. That's success to me. I'm good. I'm happy, right? Each person's own definition of success will be determined by these key factors, okay? Success is subject to each person's interpretation based on their upbringing, past experiences, role models, personal motivations, and goals. It's value-based, okay? Your view of success will change at various times throughout your life. Your definition of success will continue to change, so don't make the error of pursuing an outdated version of it. Think about it. When you achieve success, it is sometimes measurable and sometimes it's not. Okay? Very few people achieve success accidentally. Most people who achieved success first defined it, then planned for it, and then set a goal to achieve it. And that's what you have to do. Define it, plan for it, and set a goal to achieve success. And once you have defined what it means to achieve success for yourself, your next step is to set goals that will lead you to your definition of success. And you must create realistic, workable plans to achieve those goals. Follow your plans, be flexible, and enjoy the process. It's not the end game. You know your end game. So it ain't about getting there as soon as possible. It's about enjoying the process and learning what you need to do. So when you get there, you're ready to enjoy it. All right? And it's not about keeping up with the Joneses. We got so many people in the world today who want to keep up with the Joneses. This is about you and no one else. So make a list of 10 ways you can achieve success. Not anyone else, you. All right? Do you emulate the end result or the process? Wow. Do you emulate the end result or the process? The end result is what you see. And this is what most people emulate, right? You must embrace the process, the highs and the lows of your journey getting to that mountaintop. You must ask yourself this question. Are you willing to practice and work your entire life each and every day to get there? This is what it takes to be great at something, right? Your mission and your purpose must be first. You can't put anything in front of your mission, purpose, and dreams. Okay? When you take care of your mission and purpose first, you then are able to take care of your family. It's like they say on the airplane. Spit it out, Reg. It's like they say on the airplane. You put your oxygen mask on first, then take care of the person next to you. Because if you're not doing well, if you're sick, if you're passed out, how can you take care of someone else, right? Also, do not be driven by rewards and outcome. Your thought process can't be, if I do this, I'm going to get that. If it doesn't happen when you wanted it to, will you still show up the next day and continue working and grinding until it does? You must decide what is important in your process. What is most important in your process? What you acquire or what you become. And it's more about what you become, not what you acquire. What you acquire doesn't make you who you are. What you become does. And finally, you must have an attitude of gratitude daily. So make a list of 10 ways that will help you stay in the moment and enjoy your process. All right? Next question. Do you really know your true identity? A lot of people don't. A lot of people are insecure in who they are. And if you see on social media, a lot of different things they do, you can tell that's not them. All right? Your identity starts with your roots. This is also where your values and morals start. and they follow you everywhere you go. Okay? You must travel different paths in order to find your true identity. The types of relationships you build will have an impact on defining your identity. You must decide who you want to be connected to, whether you must decide who you want to be connected to, where the value and growth is mutual. Okay? Your identity can change when your business or company changes. The different experiences you have day to day with different people can shift your identity on a daily basis. You must take control over who you want to be and how you want to be viewed, and not let your surroundings and different things that come into your existence to change your identity. Okay? Value the importance of being creative and thinking outside the box, getting uncomfortable to grow into your identity. Okay? Be creative. Being creative is being able to come up with a different way to do things that are already done in society. Being creative is being told no 1,000 times, right? Being creative is not being afraid to take that leap of faith to define what you want your life to be and who you want to be. Our lives are like a TV series. All right? We have different seasons with many episodes. Okay? In each season, your identity will be affected. So the key is to keep doing the things that will take you to the next season, and the next season. To do this, you must constantly break down each episode of yourself and your life to see what you can do better to consistently create the identity that you can be proud of. All right? The bottom line is you must continue to build layers of yourself and accept the challenges to gain different experiences to be able to figure out who you really are and want to be. So make a list of 10 ways you can make your identity stronger. All right? Next question. Do you water yourself too much? Do you water yourself too much? You're probably like, what's that about, right? So I'm talking about your tree of life. Okay? Sometimes we must say to ourselves, that's too much water. That's too much water. How much are you watering yourself? Too much or not enough? Are you balanced? If you water plants too much, they will die. Similar to your emotions. If you allow your emotions to take over, they won't allow you to live. All right? It's okay to express your different emotions. Just don't let them lead and control you. Okay? Emotions are like fake plants. They give you moments and experiences, but not the guidance you have to have when growing a real plant. Emotions are there to help you soak in what's going on around you. Emotions can be used as a tool if you have self-awareness and can recognize them in real time. That's the key to controlling them. For example, say to yourself, I'm feeling anxious, and here's why. Knowing why you feel anxious is a way to control your emotions. Now you can de-escalate that feeling and remove yourself from whatever situation you're in, right? We have the power to create the type of day we want to have. It starts with your daily routine. It starts with your daily routine, You must have one to be in control. Decide each day what thing that is going to make you have a great day. Okay? The importance of feeding yourself positive thoughts first thing in the morning is key. Okay? The fortitude to hold yourself to a higher expectation, but not too high that you're always disappointed when something doesn't happen. Okay? This sets you up for emotional failure. So you want to set expectations for yourself high, but not too high to where you're constantly stressed out to get there. You want to set them high enough to where you're challenged and you're going to get there and you're going to feel good about yourself. And you have to stop competing with your past self. So many people compete with the past self. It's in the past. You can't bring it back unless you repeat it, right? So don't live there anymore. So because you don't live there anymore, so don't bring your past up. You can't stare at the world in the rearview mirror, right? Enjoy what you're doing without thinking about the end game. Again, it's the process. Stay in the moment. The importance of using daily affirmations to guide your steps through your journey is very, very, very important. to keeping a positive mindset. Because we're going to have ups and downs each day, or some point in each day, or each week, each month. It's going to happen. So at the end of the day, when working on keeping your mind stronger than your emotions, you must focus on what's most important and not what feels urgent. Okay? So make a list of 10 things that you can do to create positivity each and every day. Next question. Do you know how to reach your next level of life? Do you know how to reach your next level of life? You're probably wondering, like, what does that look like? What does that look like? Are you motivated and disciplined enough to get there? That's a key question. How do you get there? How do we get there? First of all, you can never be satisfied with where you are, because every level you reach, there's another level to pursue, right? You must want to see what's at that next level. Be consistently curious to get there, right? Second is you must be consistently good to be great. Everybody wants to be great. But again, what does that look like? It looks like being consistently good each and every day. Okay? The third is motivation, discipline, and understanding, which is most important to reaching that next level, right? Motivation gets you started because you're doing something you are passionate about. But discipline keeps you going and growing through that daily grind to that next level. Discipline is about getting things done because it needs to get done, not because you're motivated for it. You're doing it because you made a commitment to do it, and you're using discipline to see it through, right? So discipline gets the edge over motivation in terms of seeing it through, all right, and taking your life to that next level. Okay? Be careful of the decisions you make, because once they're made, you must see them through. All right? So when you make a decision, really think about it. All right? You have a great thought process when you're making decisions. Have a thought process, all right, when you make that final decision. Because first you make the decision, then the decision makes you. And finally, shut out all the outside noise in the world that has nothing to do with you. All right? So make a list of 10 things you can do to reach your next level of life. Do you have enough headspace to lead a productive life? Do you have enough headspace to lead a productive life? Headspace versus information overload. Headspace versus information overload. If you want to be consistently productive, efficient, and less stressed, you must free up your headspace. All right? You have so much going on these days that you don't realize the amount of headspace you are losing each minute, hour, or day. When your headspace decreases, this creates a shorter attention span and makes things increasingly difficult to focus and concentrate on. One of the fastest ways you are losing headspace is through social media. When you scan Facebook, then IG, then LinkedIn, then Twitter, and so on, consistently your mind takes in every thing you're reading and seeing. It processes and stores information in your memory bank. And this is your daily personal and career responsibilities. All right, no. Adding this to your daily personal and career responsibilities, at some point your headspace fills up and won't take any more information. This leads to a mental breakdown and shorter attention span. With a shorter attention span, you can't take in important information that you need. You must learn how to decompress and free up headspace. So how do you do this? All right. So here are 10 ways you can free up headspace that will allow you to be more productive in your daily life. One is develop self-discipline. Focus on what really matters and prioritize that. 3, learn the 4D method. Do it, delegate it, defer it, drop it to take some stuff off your plate. Okay. 4, develop a self-management plan. This helps you manage unexpected demands and distractions. 5, overcome the feeling of anxiety from the it has to happen now thinking. That's one of the most stressful things and the biggest things that people stress over is it's got to happen now. It's got to happen now. Plan projects and activities and implement a tracking procedure. All right. Reassess your goals. Take a survey of your home and work surroundings and scrap what does not have purpose. That's a big key. We have our homes and office space and everything is so cluttered with so much stuff. And if we declutter and free up space, you would not believe how much that frees up your headspace. Okay? Follow the 2-minute routine. If there is anything you absolutely must do that you can do right now in 2 minutes or less, then do it. Then do it. This allows you to free up your time and mind tenfold over the long term. Okay? So turn off social media, industry noise, and BS at certain times each day so you can have enough headspace to manage your life. All right? And manage each day. So doing these things will allow you to free up headspace, have a better focus and concentration with less stress. So make a list of 10 more ways you can free up your headspace. All right? Next question. Are you in the process or the struggle? Huh? Which one are you in? Or should I ask, which one do you think you're in? All right? A lot of people don't know. They're just existing. Right? All right, so I'm going to tell you some things that you must do to stay in the process versus being in the struggle. Okay? Struggling, pain, and loneliness are part of your process, but should not be your process. You must fall in love with every part of your process. Okay? Keep going. You already are feeling the pain from your process. Get something from your pain, right? It makes no sense to go through the pain and not get anything on the other side of it. So that's why you continue to fight through it till you get through it. Stay woke and don't fall asleep at the wheel when facing your challenges. This is where your growth is happening. Figure out what the challenges are trying to teach you and prepare you for. Okay? Thinking too far into the future causes you to worry and feel like you're always in the struggle. So stay in the moment, stay in that day, maximize each and every day, one day at a time. Okay? At the end of each day, look for 3 positive things that happen. Okay? Your process must be about you and your goals, not to prove anything to anyone else. All right? And here's the thing, you must start your process now. So many people procrastinate and don't start their process because of fear. But you must start your process now. There's never going to be a perfect condition, and there's never going to be perfect timing to launch your goals. All right? You will notice a big difference as soon as you make the decision to be more disciplined and consistent with your process, regardless of those unmotivated days. All right? You're going to get through them. Feed your mindset positivity every day, and do things that make you uncomfortable so you can keep the needle of your process moving. All right? You have 2 mindsets to choose from, a winner's or a loser's mindset. The choice is yours, and you can't have both. All right? You can't have both. Winner's mindset, I'm going to win no matter what, no matter the conditions of my success. A winner's mindset says, I'm going to win no matter the conditions of my success. That's process thinking. A loser's mindset is, I can only win if the conditions of my success are perfect. That's struggling thinking. All right? So you don't want struggle thinking. All right? You want process thinking. The key factor is not whether you're ready. It's the fact that if you're not ready, you must be determined to figure out how to get ready. All right? Even if you're ready, you still need to grind each day to improve because the work never ends. Remember, success takes you where your character cannot sustain you. So what does this mean? It means be wise in your choices to gain success and don't sell your soul to achieve your goal. This equates to short-term success versus long-term struggles. Stop being afraid to fail. The people that win in life fail the most. So you must see your process through before assessing whether it has failed or succeeded. Finally, let your why take over when your will is in trouble. Let your why take over when your will is in trouble. So make a list of 10 more ways you can stay in your process. 10 more ways you can stay in your process. All right. Do you control the pen to your life story? All right. This is my business motto. You control the pen to your life story, because we do. You control the pen to your life story. The question is, do you believe it? And you definitely should. Just because you have disbelief doesn't mean it's not true. Once you learn to problem solve through chaos, you will always be in control of your pen and therefore in control of your life. Remember, as a controller of your pen, you can rewrite your story anytime when you're not going in the direction you had planned. So never relinquish that pen. All right? You'll get to a point in life where, hey, things are not working out and I need to redirect. Okay? That's not the path that's really going to take you where you need to go. So all you do is redirect. And that's rewriting your story to go in another direction. Okay? So make a list of 10 ways you can keep control of the pen to your life story. All right? Next question. Do you expect life to be easy? Do you expect life to be easy? Don't expect life. Don't expect easy until you accept hard. Okay? I'm going to say this again. Don't expect easy until you accept hard. Okay? Life is about the challenges and struggles, so you have to embrace them. All right? Make a list of 10 current challenges that are hard and how you will overcome each one of them. Make a list of 10 current challenges that are hard and how you will overcome each one of them. Okay? Do you truly know how you're built? Do you truly know how you are built? That's the question you must ask yourself. Because a lot of people, they don't know how strong they are. They don't know how strong their mind is. They don't know if they can do certain things in life that might be difficult or that might be challenging. Okay? So you have to ask yourself how you're built. How am I built? All right? Am I built for this? You hear people say that. People say he's built for that or she's built for that. Right? You must make a decision on the type of competitor you are going to be in your life. All right? Life is about competing. You can't get around it. If you're working for somebody, with somebody, it's about competing. And just to compete in terms of just doing the job well, like everybody's supposed to do. If you're an entrepreneur, you're competing with yourself. So it's about competing. Will you accept failure or learn from it? Right? That'll determine how you're built. Will you accept failure or learn from? Will you accept failure or learn from it? Right? People always talk about and say they must outwork the next person. It's far from the truth. It's not about outworking the next person. It's about competing with yourself. The only person you must learn to outwork each and every day is that person in the mirror. Yes, if you're at your job, you're competing with other people from the job perspective. All right? But from your perspective, you're only competing with yourself to do your job the best of your ability to keep your job. Okay? The person in the mirror is the first person you must answer to each and every day, and the main person you can't let down. Right? Once you learn this, it won't matter what anyone else says or does or is doing. All right? So be built different. Okay? Make a list of 10 ways you are different and unique from everyone else. All right? Does your tree of life flourish, or is it getting chopped and screwed? Does your tree of life flourish, or is it getting chopped and screwed? Life happens, but so do rebirths too. All right? You can have a rebirth. Okay? Your tree can grow up, out, and away. This is called flourishing. But it can also get chopped and screwed. This could be something out of your control, like losing your job. This could be something out of your control, like losing your job, or you can regenerate it yourself, looking for a fresh start. All right? So you can get fired, laid off. Or it could be a situation where you just left the job because you need something new. All right? That's when your tree is getting chopped and screwed. You should use and not but when connecting the different journeys you go through in life, because what you learn from one journey is used to help you get through that next journey. So don't use but, use and when you connecting your journeys. Accept that you can become a different person as you go through your different journeys and new opportunities. All right? You must recognize when you're going through the different journeys and when it's time to force yourself into a different journey. Some people, out of fear, they'll stay in that same journey, fear and comfortability. They get comfortable, and they get afraid of switching that journey up and taking a different direction. And at the end of the day, they stay miserable, the rest of their lives. Okay, and that's not how you want to be. Everybody deserves to be happy, but you have to force yourself sometimes into that journey, and sometimes God will do it. That's what happens with layoffs sometimes. Um, he knows you're not happy doing what you need to do, so he pushes the button sometimes to push you out there to do it. All right. Um, the universe will open up and uproot your tree once it feels your true vibration that you want change, but letting fear hold you back. So if you're really anxious and you really need that change, and you're vibrating high on that, and it's just something that's really you're on edge with, the universe will open up and uproot you in some kind of way to allow you to go make that change. You have to recognize when that's happening, okay? Because it's granting you the space to figure out who you really are and what you want to do. So you must take advantage of that space, okay? No one gets through life, no matter how successful, without getting their tree uprooted in some kind of way. Your tree can get uprooted in other ways too. A dog relieving itself, a pigeon flying over relieving itself, or a bird on your branch just pecking away at you, right? They do this and move on to the next. This is like the people that are jealous and envy of you trying to bring you down and knock you off course. Okay? These challenges are there to test your resolve. So you must move past these challenges just as quick as the dogs and the birds did, right? You must be intentional with your manifestation to the universe if you want to be more in control of your outcomes, all right? You must learn to be uncomfortable. Build a habit of trying to do new experiences. These experiences will bring clarity to some things along your journey that was meant for you to do. But you can't do it if you stand in your comfort zone. So stop focusing on the I've never done this before. Okay? It's not about getting there tomorrow, but this is how you move the needle to be in control of uprooting your tree yourself. You are making a conscious decision to change your life. So you have to put yourself in position to control the direction that you want to go by uprooting your own tree and not letting anyone else do it. All right? Never forget, once your tree is uprooted, it can always be replanted. This is when you grow new roots, branches, and leaves. They will come back stronger than before, and this is called reinventing yourself. All right? So what I want you to do is make a list of 10 ways your tree of life got uprooted and 10 ways your tree of life is flourishing or how you will make it flourish. Okay? Next question. Do you reflect daily? Do you take time to reflect? Sometimes at the end of my run, I like to sit in front of a beautiful view of a lake and the trees and just reflect. Reflect on that day, reflect on yesterday, just reflect on some things to get more clarity. All right? I can reflect on the month ahead. All right? I'm not working in that month. I'm just reflecting on what the plans are for that month and what it could possibly look like. All right? I also reflect on my goals and my challenges, right? Doing this reflection, I challenge myself to keep moving toward my goals each day. And that's what you have to do. You have to challenge yourself to reflect and keep moving towards your goals. Life takes many twists and turns, right? We must take time to reflect on them and embrace them with the understanding and belief that they are only short term. So make a list of 10 ways you can reflect daily. 10 ways you can reflect daily. All right, next question. Do you focus too much on your weakness? Do you focus too much on your weakness? So many people do. So many people look at what they can't do, what they're not doing, and what they don't have the ability to do, right? Sometimes you must pump the brakes with your focus on a weakness and go over the top, maximizing your strength to achieve your goals. Let me say it again. Sometimes you must pump the brakes with your focus on a weakness and go over the top, maximizing your strength to achieve your goals. All right. Many times people put so much focus on improving their weakness that they forget they have a strength that will trump that weakness that they think is holding them back. So you have strengths out there that will trump all those weaknesses that you think you have. All right. You got to just find out what those strengths are. You must learn to put your focus where it belongs. All right. Think about that. Think about it. Make a list of 10 weaknesses that you think are holding you back and name a strength you have that can trump each weakness. Okay. Next question. Do you know what you're afraid of? So many people have fear, and that's what holds them back. Do you know what you're afraid of? Do you know what you're actually afraid of? Most people are afraid of themselves when it comes down to it. You know, many of my clients tell me they're afraid of change, what other people may think, not sure how to move forward. These are the fears that are holding them back. I help them release those fears and gain confidence to get to the other side of their goals to enjoy a fulfilled life, right? Because that's what everyone deserves. Just need a coach helping you get there, and that's one thing that most people do not do. They try to do it on their own, and it fails because they don't have the direction, the guidance, the tools necessary to do it on their own. So hiring a coach is the most important thing to do when you're trying to make change, okay, and accomplish goals. You need someone to hold you accountable as well. See, the goal in life is not to be successful and famous. The real goal is if you have a specific God-given ability to live your life out through that and use it to make a positive impact on the world. And this is how success is defined, right? My gift I learned a long time ago is helping people, is coaching people, is helping other people accomplish their goals, give them that direction, hold them accountable. I discovered that was my gift for a long time ago, and I love it. I love doing it. I love helping other people succeed, right? So if you want to reach that next height, you can't be looking at what someone else is doing, right? You must be focused on what you must get done daily to reach that height, okay? Understand this. The mirror reflects. It doesn't define, right? The mirror reflects. It doesn't define. So you must hold your head up and tell the world who you are and not wait on someone else's opinion of you, of who you are to define you, okay? Define yourself and let the world know who you are. That crazy dream or goal you have is just on the other side of a consistent work, belief, and help. That's it. That's what people don't understand. It's just about making up your mind and say, you know what, I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to get help. And I'm going to work hard to accomplish this goal. That's it. Too many people are afraid of work. Too many people are afraid of getting help. Getting help is a strength. Getting help is smart. Getting help is intelligent. All right? Getting help equals success. So hiring a coach is so important to help you get through anything that you want to in life. You must not be afraid to seek help. All right? You must not be afraid to seek help. Okay? Not seeking help keeps you stuck. All right? And it's frustrating. It's a frustrating place to be. And no one wants to be frustrated all the time. So I want you to make a list of 10 fears you have and what you would do to overcome each one. Okay? Next question. Do you believe in your vision? Do you believe in your vision? Everyone has a different vision. So don't expect everyone to see your vision and see what you see. They're not supposed to. Just like you won't see everyone else's vision. The only thing that matters is you seeing and believing in the vision you see, that you have. We're all built different in a very unique way. So embrace the vision you have of yourself and your future and ride it till the wheels fall off. Okay? Remember this, your vision never happens on your time either. When you think you are ready, it's not going to happen until you are ready. Okay? It always happens when it's supposed to happen, as long as you're working it. Many times your vision doesn't happen because the weight of your expectations crush your motivation and the foundation you're building. So take baby steps. Take it easy on yourself. All right? That time that you feel you are ready and people are not acknowledging the work you're doing the way you feel they should because it's good. Well, guess what? This is the time you're developing thick enough skin to survive when it does work. All right, think about it. Also, your vision may not be materializing because you need a little extra help to get your vision in go mode. Hence, hiring a coach. Write out your vision and make a list of 10 ways you will make your vision come true. Okay? Next question. Do you really want all the smoke? People talk a lot of noise, right? Social media, they be boasting and bragging and yeah. Woody woo. But do you really want all the smoke? And I'm sure you heard that saying, I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. But do you really? This is a question that you must ask yourself. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you want all the smoke? But what does it truly mean? You know what I mean? It simply means you are ready for battle, whatever that battle may be, right? If you want all the smoke, keep listening, okay? If you really want all the smoke, you can't give people externally the power to affect your self-esteem and what you want out of life. Your power is internal. You control whether you feel good about yourself or validated. All right? How hard you work, what kind of attitude you have, how you handle adversity, and how far you push yourself to attain your goals. That's all your internal power that you're in control of. Okay? You can't spend your entire life trying to conform to be what somebody else wants you to be. Right? When you do this, you're minimizing your ability to change the world and live the life you desire and deserve. Your internal power is very valuable and vital to your success. Okay? All the power, strength, and ideas you have, you are born with. This is what makes you unique and special. It's your gift. Okay? So own your smoke, blaze your own trail, and push the envelope to greatness. All right? You must create boundaries to position yourself to take on all that smoke. You can do it. You got this. All right? So make a list of 10 boundaries that you need to set. Make a list of 10 boundaries that you need to set to position yourself to take on all the smoke. Okay? Make a list of 10 boundaries that you need to set to position yourself to take on all the smoke. Okay? Now, that is the last question. I hope that you got a lot of value out of this ebook. Like I said, it's on Amazon. And again, it's 42 questions for better personal and professional development, right? And if you answer all those questions, believe me, and you have the discipline and the motivation to follow the answers to those questions, it can definitely be life-changing for you and life-altering for you in a positive way. Okay, so make sure you download this episode and download part 1 to this episode, so you can get all 42 questions and download it and listen to it over and over again. Share it with your friends that you think could benefit from it and benefit from these type of questions and these type of exercises. Okay, but again, life is about the journey. Okay, it's about the journey. It's about the journey. It's about releasing that fear and saying, you know what? I can't keep holding myself back. I got to go for it. I want to start my own business. Let's do it. Let's get the education. Let's get the coaching. All right, let's take the classes I need to take. What's to be afraid of to take a class? It doesn't matter how old you are. Age is nothing. Age is nothing. As long as you are 6 feet up and not under, you can do anything and be successful and be happy, and people will buy into it as long as you do, right? I'm taking a course now. I'm getting ready to get another little side hustle on, so I'm taking a course right now to learn how to do that. So you can't be afraid. It's got to be exciting. I'm excited because I'm learning something new. I'm pushing myself. I'm getting out of my comfort zone, right? So I love to continue to grow, and that's what you have to do. Love to continue to grow. Have a passion for growing, and be passionate about what it is you want to do. All right. So now, again, like I always say, I am not hard to find. I am not hard to find. My email is reggie.hanson@hansoncoaching.com. You can go to my website at www.hansoncoaching.com and look at all my programs. I do one-on-ones, I do group programs, and sign up for a program or sign up for a consultation call. Let's see how I can help you. Because I know I can help you as long as you're willing to help yourself first. All right. So definitely connect with me. And get the help you need to take that next level, take the next step to that next level of your life. Okay. And remember, my show can be heard on Apple, Amazon Music, Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google. The video version can be seen on Spotify. I will be moving them to my YouTube channel at some point, and I will let you know when I do that. But anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you next episode.